Yo, what's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lelo Jones, and you watching another edition of Lelo in the Garden.
I'm in the garden, chilling in the garden, wildin' in the garden. Looking for me, I'm in the garden. I'm in the garden, I'm in the garden. Can't find me in the street, but you might find me in the garden.
In today's episode of Lelo in the Garden, we're gonna plant some sweet potatoes, and I'm gonna explain a little bit more about that raised bed garden, y'all. You dig? Alright, first off, we're gonna start out with these raised bed gardens. I'm gonna show y'all what I put in the raised bed gardens. Then I'm gonna explain the process of what I did and why I did what I did, because I had people asking me some stuff, so I figured that everybody should know, not just them. Okay, right here in the big bed, we got the tomatoes over here on the right side. And you see we got the marigold, we got a pepper plant in the back with some basil right there. I got some garlic in there, you know what I'm saying, try to keep some bugs away. Over here in the cut, I got the doggone, the okra right there. Then you see I got the mint on the side just to hold some things back. You dig what I'm saying? As you can see, you know what I'm saying, I got the Swiss chard over there. Then that followed up by some spinach, and then some onions. Then I got some mint sporadically placed out in there. I got the kale right there. I got some of the green leafy lettuce, you know what I'm saying, next to the kale. And then right over here, you can see that it look like, you know, a lot of the plants done died off or whatever, but all they doing is acclimate to their situation. See, I moved them from the top part of the garden up there in Shady Heights, you know what I'm saying, down here to the raised bed. And see, with me putting this plastic down here and everything, that changed the temperature down here about 20-30 degrees. So these plants now have to get acclimated to the new situation. Kind of similar to if your kids, or when you was a kid, if you transferred schools in the middle of the school year or something, it was kind of tough for you, you know what I'm saying? Because you had to get used to their new environment, the new people and all that type of stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And as you can see, in the middle of these plants, everything is green. That's that new life coming through there. That's the stuff that's done prolificated through the acclimation, and that's gonna make me do what it do and make me some good food. You dig? Okay, one of the first questions I was asked was, why did I use a slip and slide? Well, the slip and slide was old and it was busted, so instead of throwing it away, I figured why not repurpose it, you know what I'm saying? For one, it's gonna raise the heat right here in this situation. Like I said, it's like a 20-30 degree difference from the other part of the garden up top, you know what I'm saying? As well as it's killing back and holding back all those weeds down there, you know what I'm saying? People ask me, why didn't I put holes in it? Because it's a slip and slide, it's hot, you know what I'm saying? So it's basically cooking the dirt from underneath, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not really worried about any mold or anything like that, because like I said, it's so hot down here that I doubt I'm gonna get any kind of mold or anything like that. Like I said, I didn't put holes in it just because I feel like I didn't need to, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna make it do what it does. As you can see right here at the bottom, I got the raised beds floating. I was asked about that too. Why did I have the raised beds floating? I did that for the simple reason that would give me more space instead of that raised bed being a natural foot up. Since I have two 6-inch thick planks right there, I got another 4 inches out of it just by raising it up on these scrap pieces of wood I had right here, these little pillars, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I did that, as well as that's natural drainage, you know what I'm saying? That's also help with not having any mildew, any root rot, or any of those things that are caused to your plant in certain situations where you have raised beds that doesn't have good drainage. You did what I'm saying? Alright, now let's get to some real fun and put these sweet potatoes in the ground. Alright, these little 10 cylinders you see right here, that's where I'm gonna put the sweet potatoes, you know what I'm saying? Sweet potato is a root crop, you know what I'm saying? So that means that it's gonna grow up underneath the ground, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna plant them while the moon is waning. You know what I'm saying? That means when the moon is after a full moon and the moon is going down to be a new moon, that's when I'm gonna plant these sweet potatoes, which is now. You know what I'm saying? Because dealing with the moon calendars and the moon cycles when you're planting, when the moon is waning, that gives energy to the root systems of the plant, and therefore all the root crops that grow in the ground, you know what I'm saying, i.e. garlic, things like radishes, sweet potatoes, carrots, white potatoes, things of those nature. Those are should be planted during the time when the moon is waning and going down, like I said, because of the energy that the moon gives off, and that'll make sure that your crops are going healthy, strong, and they're prolificated in the right way. I already put some more in a couple days ago, you know what I'm saying, and I figured that I should show you guys and let you guys in on a little tidbits of how to put these sweet potatoes in the ground and get them things right before Thanksgiving get here, and you can have you some real good yams, you dig? Okay, I got my sweet potatoes right here, you know what I'm saying? These ain't no special sweet potatoes or nothing like that. These just some bunny sweet potatoes from the store, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna put these things in the ground and we're gonna see what they do, you know what I'm saying? First, go ahead and dig it. You don't need just basically dig your hole just to cover up the little pocket that it's already in, you know what I'm saying? Put that in there, you know. That vine gonna run crazy, and when that vine run crazy, you gonna have some crazy sweet potatoes, baby.
Just some of the things I got in my yard, you can have it too with dirt and some water. I promise you it ain't that hard, but you gotta get them off your can and go outside with it. Put them tools off in your hand, break a sweat while you was digging, drop them seeds in the dirt, add some water, there go the sun.
Alright, now we got those sweet potatoes in the ground. Let's go ahead and put some water on these things, you feel me? I normally like to water my plants early in the morning or in the afternoon after the sun has went down, because during the middle of the day and it's hot like that, the plants are going through their photosynthesis stage, you know what I'm saying? And down here in Georgia and Atlanta, you know, we get 100-degree summer, 90-degree summers and things like that, and 100 degrees as well. And if you water these plants during the middle of the day with that cold water, then you can simply send them into shock, you know what I'm saying? Just like a human body, you know what I'm saying? If you outside working in the heat or doing anything like that and you start drinking some cold water, you're putting yourself at risk of being put in shock because that cold water changes the temperature too fast. So yeah, I normally like to do that, but for the sake of the video, I just water down, let y'all see, you know what I'm saying? Raised bed, sweet potatoes, yeah. Alright, I hope y'all got some up out of that. Sweet potatoes and raised bed, you know what I'm saying? Just want to explain some things to y'all. Y'all be easy. International Lelo. And I'm out.
Starting blogs, I'm too fast, dust you off the mud. So why I hustle so hard, cause I got tired of the skull.